Hello everyone, my name is Auro and welcome to the 31st devlog of Mortal Glory 2, a turn-based gladiator roguelike. This week the first thing I started with was the main menu. I mean, I already implemented that before, but I wanted to tune it up a bit, make it a bit prettier, since before it was quite ugly. So yeah, I tuned the button visuals a bit, and then maybe as the biggest thing, I changed the background image, and then I added this like shader animation thing. I don't know what you could call it, kind of a smoky effect. And yeah, I actually used another shader I did before for the treasure chest, like the smoke that comes out of the chest. I just used the same one, just adjusted it a bit, the like orientation and then the like scaling and the speed, and yeah, it was a very quick thing to add because I had done it previously, and yeah, I think it looks pretty nice for the main menu. But I mean, please do tell me also, what do you think? Do you think it's missing something, or do you think it looks nice? It is kind of bare bones, I know that, but yeah, I'm not sure if I have any ideas like what to add there. Then I also spent some time in the new game section of the main menu to add some extra information for the player. So I added the high scores, and then I also added a bunch of these like trophy visuals here and there to signify like how much of the game you have completed with like specific difficulties. We as a people and players usually want to complete things, so getting that trophy visual there is a nice small touch, I think. Then while I am planning to release the game like early next year, February or March, I already wanted to submit the game for build approval to Steam, just so I can avoid some like late stage funny surprises with the build. So yeah, I sent it for approval, and unfortunately it didn't pass on the first time. But luckily the stuff I got notes about weren't really a big problem, and there wasn't anything like super surprising. So based on the feedback I got from the build approval process, I decided maybe now would be a nice time to add some achievements and also Steam stats to the game. For these, I actually used my previous videos for adding achievements and adding Steam stats, so yeah, if you're interested in that process, go take a look. The information in the videos was still very much accurate and working. I used it myself now, so yeah, it was pretty nice not having to spend a lot of time to refresh my memory, just quickly look at my own video and then just yeah, move on. Then as one new to me thing with the Steam integration, I added the profile picture from your Steam profile into the game, so when you finish a game it will just show your profile picture there. Adding that was fairly easy because there was like existing documentation thanks to Steam Punch's Steam integration documentation. There was still something I needed to tinker with, but yeah, overall fairly easy, and I think it's a small nice touch. Then with the Steam integration out of the way, I also quickly addressed the other stuff in the build review process and then sent it for another try, and then luckily now I got green light for the build. I have to say that now seeing that green release button there brings me joy, but also sadness. Joy because I know that pressing that button will feel so good, so very good. But I also feel sadness because I know that I cannot press it yet. I still have to wait something like 4 months or what to actually get that far. So yeah, it's a mixed feeling. Then next I spent quite a bit of time on the localization prep work. So basically connecting all the text fields in the game to like this dynamic string identifiers, and then also making sure that the materials in the text objects are tracked and like they also will have those like identifiers. So later on the game, when for example I add Chinese localization which uses a different character set, the materials will also be localized. So if I have a glowing text somewhere, that will also then glow with the Chinese text. If you don't localize the materials, then yeah, likely the different text effects will break when you actually use another character set, because you very likely will have a different font asset for each different character set. So yeah, because there are so many characters, for example in the Chinese alphabet, if you had all of those in your English characters, it would be like massive font asset. So yeah, and actually related to localization, I could mention that now I'm trying to prioritize everything I actually need for localization. So basically finalizing all the like text content in the game. Yeah, I just don't want to leave the localization as the like final thing, because there can be delays on that, because you have to like rely on other people, and yeah, maybe they get sick or something like that. So yeah, and then while that is going on, I can then focus on some stuff like balancing and things that don't like actually produce new content that then needs to be localized. To get the game localization ready, one of the biggest tasks I have is to actually like finish the content in the game. So skills, perks, relics, different rules, blah blah blah, all that stuff. So yeah, as the first thing I focus on the skills, and I mean this past week I think I have added something like 100 new skills to the game or something crazy like that. I mean, I was kind of like aiming for 200 skills in my head. I figured that's a like nice round amount, and now I have something like 230, a bit over, of skills. And then on top of those I actually have these like unique items that have their own unique skills. So if you count those also, I think I have something like over 300 skills in the game. So yeah, at this point I think I'm done with the skills, or maybe at least like 99% done. And then aside from that stuff, I'm fairly late to the development process, so I'm also spending increasingly bigger amounts of time on some small polishing tasks, and then also fixing bugs. New bugs keep popping up here and there, so yeah, I need to address those, and I'm hoping I won't encounter many game-breaking bugs anymore, but yeah, we'll see. But hey, that's actually everything I have for this devlog, so as per usual, let me know in the comments what you think about all the stuff I did. If you have any suggestions, feedback, ideas, improvements, all that stuff, let me know. I would love to hear, and I will comment you back what I think about them. And yeah, hey, otherwise I thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next one.